There you go. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. It's Kai here. My last video, 12 must-watch anime for beginners, which you can watch here or it'll be linked down below for you guys as well, is doing super well. So I thought I would continue along on this anime recommendation train and give you guys my top 10 anime series that I'm looking forward to most this year, the year of 2024. And I won't lie, this list does not include ongoing series that I absolutely love, such as Undead Unluck or One Piece, even though Egghead is absolutely popping off right now. Or some hidden gems that I found while watching this year already, such as The Witch and the Beast, and Shangri-La Frontier. I highly recommend watching any of those animes I just listed off. But hopefully it does include some anime that you are either already excited for or can get excited for to watch alongside me this year. And with that, since it's already March and I procrastinated this video long enough, let's go ahead and get into it. We're starting off strong with honestly the series that or the title that I'm most excited for this year, which is Haikyu.
I gotta admit it. I did not see this coming. In a million years, I did not see this coming.
I'm putting this at the beginning of the video because even though we just had the Japanese release and I got to say they pulled out all the stops, and I am even more jealous than I was before.
Because people feel jealous in some type of way about me being here. I get it.
We don't know when it's being released in the US. Hopefully it will be this year, but nonetheless, Haikyu the movie, the Battle of the Garbage Dump, which shares its title with the manga series, is first on this list. My cat is going at the cat scratcher, so pause, please. Asta, baby, mommy is trying to film before the sun goes away. Okay, gotta get them claws clawing. So instead of more seasons of Haikyuu, unfortunately, they are following this trend where they are going to be doing a two-part movie series. Movie one, which is this one, will be following the decisive battle between Kurasuno and their rivals Nekoma. Now, I won't give too much away for the non-manga readers, and because the trailers don't give too much away, but I've got to say this arc was one of my favorites in the entire series. Kenma has his own little like Tsukishima moment, and to see that on the big screen, to say that I am enthusiastic is truly an understatement. And so for that, as a obvious Haikyuu fanatic, this had to make it on the list as basically number one. And why I say basically number one is since we don't have a actual release date, and I'm just manifesting that it does come out in the US in 2024, I'm betting and I'm hoping like around November or so. And because saying my top 11 anime series I'm most excited for in 2024 does not sound as good as top 10.
My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
We're basically gonna start the list now, and if you haven't noticed already, there are going to be chapters in this video, just like my last one, so you can scrub your way through if you're looking to just sort of watch a specific anime series or an anime season. And with that, we're gonna start with winter 2024, and number one on this list, which I've already been enjoying, Solo Leveling. And just so you know, the numbers,
oh, now I don't know math,
are in order of my anticipation, because I don't like ranking things. I'm very indecisive, so this is just in order of how I made the list and in order of the anime season. And with that rambling, let's go. So if you don't know Solo Leveling by now, then you probably live under a rock. I think we're already about 5 or 6 episodes and more by the time you watch this video, and so many people are talking about it for good reason. It's amazing. I've honestly been excited since they announced that they were going to be making an anime adaptation for this. I think it was about 2 years ago. And for those of you who do live under a rock, Solo Leveling is about a world of hunters who fight in these dungeons in order to protect humanity. Our main character, Sung Jin Woo, is labeled the weakest hunter in existence until he is faced with a very, I'm not gonna lie, it's incredibly disturbing statue that gives him the ability to level up, because in this world, hunters are basically given a rank, and although hunters have been known to have a second awakening, this is not that. In fact, he can continue to level up basically like a video game. So if the premise didn't hook you enough, let me just say the reason it's popular: an amazing art style, great fights, a simp-worthy main character, and great character development. Honestly, kind of just makes it peak shonen, which may be an exaggeration, but I don't really care. I love this series. They're really doing the mom justice, and I'm excited for what is to come for it. Next up is the continuation of another one of my favorite series, Mashle Season 2. I talked about this being my favorite series, I think, in my last video, which was my 12 anime for beginners, as well as the video before that, my 2023 anime of the year, both of which you can click here or down below. Anyway, spoiler alert, Mashle was my favorite series from last year, or one of the top 3, and we are already getting a season 2. We're a few episodes in, just like Solo Leveling, probably more by the time you watch this video, but it has the same witty, unfiltered humor that I love from season 1. And the plot is also progressing really, really quickly, which I don't know if is a good or a bad thing. I think it's great because it's just kind of cutting out all of the filler that nobody needs, but I want more. Nonetheless, I'm excited for the rest of season 2, which is why it made it on this list, and I'm excited to follow Mash as he navigates through the Divine Visionary exam after the school has found out he has no magic. And can I just say, the way he's been fighting has been absolutely and purely enjoyable. I loved it. Number 3 is Blue Exorcist Season 3. It's been 7 years since Satan's son Ren Okumura blessed the screens, and to say I'm so excited for this anime to be back is an understatement. This season we're gonna dive further into one of Ren's classmates, Izumo, as well as focus on the Illuminati group. And while I haven't watched this season because I have far too many weeklies and I have the attention span of a squirrel, I am just... the trailer has me super excited to get to see the twins' relationship get to be developed a little bit more, as well as more magic fights, and just to have the story continued after so long. I definitely need to go back and rewatch season 1, season 2, and probably the Kyoto saga, just to sort of refresh my memory, but nonetheless, I'm super excited. My only thing, which it doesn't affect my list, is that the faces are a little bit wonky. They look like melons. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just the trailer. If you've been watching the show, let me know if I'm tripping. Maybe I am.
We do not care.
And our last winter 2024 anime goes to another anime that has not been on our screens for a very long time, and that is The Great Pretender. This time though, the series is following the ever-growing trend like Haikyu and Demon Slayer and JJK, and is getting a movie. And unlike the show, which you can watch on Netflix, the movie just premiered today on Crunchyroll, and I have a flight tonight, and you best believe I will be watching. The movie this time is called Rabliutzo? Rabliutzo?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Something like that. Name on the screen.
I got you, homie.
The film is essentially an epilogue where we follow a character named Dorothy, who is Lawrence's ex-lover / the person who recruited him into the lifestyle of conning, as she targets other con artists throughout Asia. The film is sure to promise. The return of the series' unique and colorful art style, which really drew me into the show to begin with. It has a very, very fun art style like no other anime I have yet to see, and it will definitely be featuring more heists. More cats coming. Round 2.
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
If you're a fan of series like Super Crooks or movies like Ocean's 11 and you haven't seen the show, definitely go and watch it. And if you have seen the show, I hope that you are excited, or as excited as I am to watch this movie. If you guys have already watched it by the time this video has come out, let's geek out about it in the comments, as well as any other shows from winter 2024. And with that, we're moving on to spring 2024. The first anime I have for this is Demon Slayer Season 4. Though we don't have an official release date, it's pretty much expected that Season 4 is gonna be premiering in spring, probably in April, like the rest of the series premiering in spring. So this week the Hashira training arc movie comes out, and I'm assuming it's going to be like the Mugen Train, where they also uploaded it, like I think it was like 45 days later, a month later or something like that, as 2-episode premiere to the next season, and we'll follow / continue that saga throughout season 4. Of course, I love the series, so even though there's not much information out right now, and I haven't read the manga, so I don't know much about the arc itself, I am super excited, and this had to make the list. Also, my baby's Nitsu is returning after a long-awaited hiatus, so had to make the list. Number 6 goes to another show that's getting a new season, and is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, season 3. I featured this show in my last video as an amazing first anime for people who love fantasy, so that alone just kind of shows how excited I am to be continuing the saga. The last we saw the show, we had a movie that technically wasn't canon, and while that was great, it definitely just made me want more of this show. And in this new season, which is the only one that has an exact date, and it is April 5th, 2024. We're gonna have a showdown between the Jura Tempest Federation and the Holy Empire of Sibelius. I think that's how you say it, I'm so sorry. But it's basically gonna be Rimuru versus Hinata. So we're gonna be getting a really cool one-on-one, hopefully a lot more fun magic fights, and Valdora was in his dragon form in one of the trailers, and it also looks like we're gonna get some more Diablo, who I love. So I'm just super excited for this anime to be coming back, and I really can't wait for this next arc. Moving right along to number 7, which totally should have been number 8 just for the fun and the pun of it. And in my opinion, this one is either going to be a mega hit or a mega miss, and it's Kaiju number 8. It has a pretty large manga following. I've seen a lot of people cosplay, and I've seen a lot of people talk about it. One of my best friends reads it. But the manga follows a man named Kafka Hibano, a man who, after ingesting a kaiju, gains the ability to turn into one, and now must navigate using his powers while trying to become a part of an organization that eliminates kaijus. I haven't read the manga. I did kind of read just the first chapter, but anything that involves monsters / kaiju is sure to grab my attention. I'm a huge Godzilla fan, and I just love monsters and mecha, and I'm super excited for this. But the reason I do say that it does have the potential to be a mega miss is because of the art style. It is super simplistic, not in a good way. I do remember when it first got, like, the first teaser was dropped, a lot of people were bashing it for looking like Fortnite skins. And while I have nothing against simple art style, I am hoping they elevate it a little bit more. I think they could go a little bit more towards like a One Punch Man art style, and it would be great. And because they do still have time to fix this, I'm not letting this deter me from my excitement for its premiere in April. Number 8 is the last spring anime, and it is The Fable. This is based on a 2014 manga series, and it will follow the titular character Fable.
Are you serious?
Who is basically the perfect assassin. He's been raised as an assassin his entire life, and he must now navigate having to live life as a normal citizen per his boss because his kill count has gotten too high. I don't think many people are talking about this series. In fact, I haven't seen anybody talk about this series, unfortunately, but I am a huge fan of the movies, both of which you can watch on Netflix. So I am super stoked. The story is surprisingly full of a lot of comedy, as well as, at least in the movie, some really cool fight scenes that integrate like math and just like a lot of overlays. So I hope that they bring that as well. And also the martial arts is just amazing. And if the movies are that good as a live action adaptation, I can only assume that the anime is gonna be amazing. It has a really cool, grungy, old anime art style, so I'm super excited to see this come April. All right, winding down with number 9, which is the only summer anime so far that I'm like super excited about, and that is Tower of God Season 2. It has been 4 years since Season 1 last aired, and were left with an incredible cliffhanger for those of us who don't read the webtoon, where Rachel betrays Bam. Rachel! Rachel! And I have been checking, no exaggeration, at least every few months for the last 4 years for an update about season 2. So whenever I saw that they were finally going to be doing it, and it was finally like, all right, it is gonna be in the summer of 2024. We know it's July 2024. God, I was so excited. Honestly, the trailer didn't give much away. I think we've only had a teaser and a trailer, so normally we get a teaser and 4 trailers, or is it 4 trailers including the teaser?
6 seasons in a movie. 6 seasons in a movie.
Either way, we're bound to get a lot more. But we're sure to definitely see more of Bam's power being awakened, more mysteries, more dangers, and just like learn more about the tower itself, as well as see what becomes of like Rachel. So I'm super excited to see this series finally continued after so long. Last but certainly not least is Dadandadan, the only anime I have for fall of 2024. And I'll be totally honest, before making this list, I had no idea this manga existed. But the minute I started researching and watching trailers for this video, y'all, I was hooked, I was sold. I mean, hook, line, and sinker. There was no way that I was gonna be making this video and this anime would not make the list or would not make the video. Basically, Dadandadan follows a ghost-believing girl Momo and an alien-believing boy Okarun. Why did I say it like that? Okarun, who are thrown into a wild adventure following a supernatural encounter that confirms the existence of both ghosts and aliens. And from the trailer, the story promises to be super fun, have great music, and just be extremely like colorful and appealing. I absolutely love the art style. The girl is just like super like cool and angry, and the guy is like super dirty, so they're bound to have some really good character moments. And as a huge fan of the paranormal and with the anime community abuzz with this, it definitely deserves a place on this list, and I will be lying in wait, and hopefully I have the self-control to not start the manga before October 2024 when this anime finally comes out.
So that was a f***ing lie.
And with that, that's my top 10, kind of top 11, but who's counting anyway, me, series I'm most excited for in 2024. Definitely let me know what series you're looking forward to the most this year, or if there's any ones on this list that you're super excited for. Let's talk about it. I'm always down to add more to my watch list, especially because my winter 2024 and spring are so heavy loaded. I don't have that much to watch for the end of the year. And as always, like, subscribe, push that bell for notifications, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!